Okay, so it's currently 1 in the morning. I was working on a video, and I was looking through the comments because I have shorts. I upload shorts, and this one short caught my attention because it just proves my point of how like brain dead the Dragon Ball Z community is, and how they just blatantly lie about shit when they can easily look up shit. Okay, um, he has like one or two things that is correct, but like that's it. Everything else is just yapping about random bullshit. He can be literally going, I don't like the color of the sky. What? Like, you see how brain dead that is? Okay, look, I'm just gonna read it. I blurred out, hit the comments name and everything. I was gonna make this into a short, but because of how long I'm probably gonna blab for, it's probably gonna be a video, little short video about my rant. So he starts off by saying this: as a true Dragon Ball fan, I'm going to admit the truth, which is just a lie. He's not a Dragon Ball fan. Everything made after GT is not Dragon Ball. Okay, if you want to be like technical, it is. Everything is Dragon Ball, even GT, even though it's not canon. Let's see why he thinks that. I don't give a crap what a bunch of liars say. The actual creator straight up admitted he never worked on Super and stated on his dying breath that he hated Super and Heroes. And all the new shit the company that owns the franchise, which is Toei Animations, did to his glorious creation. Where are you getting this information? Where? Did Toriyama tell you? Toriyama worked on Super and he loved Super. He created Super, which started with Battle of Gods, because of what they did to his creation, which he has stated he did not like, Dragon Ball Evolutions. So I don't know where you're getting this mixed information. He didn't like Dragon Ball Evolutions, the live action movie, so he created the fucking movie Battle of Gods, and then the series Super, because he's like, I don't want these motherfuckers to ruin what I created. So what are you talking about? And which one are you talking about? The Heroes, the fucking gacha game series that's just shits and giggles, which he's never said that he hates? Or Super Heroes, the movie where it's like CGI, which he said that he really loved and he worked on personally? Like, what are you talking about? Like I said, already lies. It just shows you how dumb the Dragon Ball fandom is. They're not real Dragon Ball fans. He then says the company that owns the franchise was just Toei Animations, but okay. Also, he would never make Daihama because he hated chibi shit, and Daihama is chibi as hell. What? What? Daihama is chibi as what? Bro, what? Daihama is literally what Dragon Ball was back in the day, and it's what GT could have been and should have been. Because guess what? Toriyama didn't work on GT. He did work on Daihama, and he was really proud of it too. There is some problems with Daihama, don't get me wrong, but he was proud of it. He was happy. He enjoyed it because that's what he used to do in Dragon Ball. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Okay, I'm gonna dash a line so I can read where I'm at, because I'm losing where I'm at. Chibi shit, blah blah blah. Daihama as hell here. Okay. Here are the giant issues that when you see them, you cannot unsee them. That makes Super just brain dead stupid. Okay, let's see what the issues are. Starting with the biggest FU to the fans. Being Pan, who was in the Buu Saga, started Pan. Okay, I don't want to black it out. So I think I have a highlighter here. Make it. What's that? I don't want it too thick. Too thick. Jesus. That's fine. FU to the fans. Being Pan, who, when the Buu Saga started, Pan was 3 years old. That's not true. Because what? You know why? She wasn't in the Buu Saga, you dumbass. She wasn't even in the beginning, she wasn't in the middle, and she wasn't at the end. She was at the end of Z. That's a different shit. I'm gonna finish the statement before I keep cutting off. FU to the fans, being Pan, who was in the Buu Saga, started Pan, who being Pan, who was in the Buu Saga, started Pan was, wait, what? Being Pan. Okay, sorry, he didn't put a comma there. So FU to the fans, being Pan, who, when the Buu Saga started, Pan was 3 years old. But in the Super, which years after they beat Buu, Pan was born in Super, meaning they unbirthed a character. What are you talking about? It's just autism. It's funny. Okay, that's just not true. That's such a Google search away. I'm gonna prove all your points incorrectly by googling them at the end of it. So Pan was born after Z. At the end of Z. Super takes place before the ending of Z and after the ending of the Buu Saga. It's in that 10-year period from the ending, which is stated since Super got created. Like what? Pan was never in the Buu Saga. Show me a picture and I'll give you $1 million. Not AI, you assholes. Pan was never born. She's not in the beginning, not in the middle, not at the end. She's at the end of Z. That's a whole different thing. Ending of Z is what Super is leading to, you dumbass. So already information incorrect. They also made Goku out to be a brain dead moron when it comes to fights. You see, I can kind of agree with you there because Goku is a dumbass and they made him more dumb during Super, but not in fights. He's real smart when it comes to fights. He's literally the master of martial arts. They made Goku out to be an idiot who cares more about pride of fighting over his own family, which hell no, he would never straight up abandon his family. Yeah, he's never straight up abandoned his family. What are you talking about? Oh my god. I'm sick, but you're making me more sick with your fucking delusional words. What are you talking about? He doesn't even have a pride. He's okay with losing. If anything, it just shows him that he needs to work harder and stronger. You know who has a pride? Vegeta. Like, what? And even Vegeta has gotten better, like, controlling that shit. Like, what are you talking about? It doesn't make sense. What are you yapping about? And Goku doesn't leave his family. He fucking dies. Even when he died in the BoJack movie, he fucking came and saved his son. He's like, I gotta go save my son. Fuck the laws of fucking heaven. And like, what? And in the show too, he's there for his son too. He's there for his family. And then the Goku Black arc, he gets angry that Goku Black killed his wife and son, which aren't even technically his because it's a different universe. His wife and son are still alive, but he still cared so much that his other wife and son from a different timeline got murked by him, and the last thing they saw was his face. He still beat the fuck out of Goku Black. Dude, that's not caring. What are you talking about? They made Bulma out to be a lunatic who kept testing what she could get away with by annoying gods for her own amusement. What are you talking about? Annoying gods? The only god she's had interaction with is literally Beerus and I'm brain farting on Beerus's brother's fucking name, but those are the only ones that she's interacted with. And she doesn't do anything that you just said. Like, what are you on about? This is the craziest part that I read. They made Vegeta out to be a sex-crazed lunatic. Sex-crazed lunatic who only does shit if Bulma has sex with him first. What? What are you talking about? That just makes no sense. Makes no sense. What are you talking about? Are you okay? Are you okay in the head? My friend, what's going on? Like, what? Oh my god, my nose is stuffed, but you're pissing me off. I gotta talk about this. Is sex great? The only thing I can think of is when people got mad that Vegeta was like, I'm gonna fight you and Daima, and then Bulma's like, get your ass over here or I'm not gonna take a shower with you. Which, Bulma, what the fuck? Is sexy as fuck? Wouldn't you? Motherfucker, he's not gonna stop fighting a big threat because Bulma's like, hey, if we're not gonna do this, we're gonna have sex. Which she didn't say we're gonna have sex. It was just a shower, bro. You never had a shower with your girl? It's not that deep. Like, what? And like, if you watch Daima, he wasn't told to stop fighting him because, oh, this and that. No, they were gonna work out a plan together, and Vegeta was just balls deep in there, just doing whatever, doing nothing basically, because the guy was just rehealing and just taking in the damage like nothing. And that's why Bulma's like, hey dude, get over here, we got a plan now, stop fucking around. Stupid as fuck, bro. They also changed existing storylines and changed, okay, what existing storylines, because he never mentioned it, but Frieza from being a badass galaxy conquering monster to a moronic minion following orders of someone else, which Frieza would never follow orders from anyone. He did though. He followed orders from Beerus, which I don't like this, but he did follow orders from Beerus. Beerus did tell him, hey, blow up that planet, kill the monkeys. But I don't, he's still conquering universe. He rebuilt his army after the fucking super ending. Like, what are you talking about? It shows in Broly, he's rebuilt his army. Like, and then he comes back in blood in the past the Moro arc, where he, spoilers, gets Black Frieza form and beats the fuck out of Goku and Vegeta. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Seriously though, they turned Goku into a crackhead. That's all you got. Who gets high off of fighting and is so addicted to the point they had him literally scaring gods because they made Goku nearly fight a being beyond gods, which is stupid as hell. Who? Jiren? You do know that, like, literally they never said that different gods have different levels. Not all of them. This is why I heard rumors they're gonna remake Super to the manga. The manga is a lot better. But even in Super, you can get the context that the gods are still above everyone that's fighting in there. They're still above all of them. You have to realize that. Beerus is still stronger than Goku and Vegeta. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, this is my favorite one right here. They turned Piccolo orange. About what? Okay, they created Cell Max, which is holy shit stupid. They blatantly went, oh, Gohan has so much power that he has, the hidden power that he can be one of the strongest in the multiverse without even trying. Gohan is a civilian and everyone knows it and accepts it. Okay, with that, a lot of people don't accept Gohan being a civilian. I talk about this in another short that I made in TikTok, where people don't like that Gohan is just a dad. He wants to be a stay-at-home dad. Not a stay-at-home dad, but like just a regular guy, a suburban dude. But because of all the attacks that the planet's having, he has to get back up and fight. Cell Max I do find dumb, but the way the movie did it was really enjoyable. I liked it a lot. Was it blatantly just fucking, oh my god, I'm brain farting on this. Was it just oh my god, I can think of the word. Don't give me a minute. Was it blatantly just like fan service and like nostalgia bait? Yeah, but the story does really good, and it brings Gohan back to a level where Gohan always had that power. They always said half-breeds are stronger than full breeds. They've stated that before. They stated that in the Buu saga, by the way, which clearly you don't know anything about. Which either way you go, Gohan being another being that can match toe-to-toe now, which we don't even know if he can match toe-to-toe with Goku and Vegeta, the same with Piccolo. They're giving characters power-ups. They're giving them levels that we can be accepted with, and characters that are understanding of. Because the main complaint everybody has, oh, Goku and Vegeta are always the main characters. No one else gets shine. And when they finally get shine, I don't like how they're doing it. Like, Jesus, dude. They aged Goten and Trunks from 15 years old down to 6 years old. No, they didn't. They aged them up. You got that flipped up. They went from the Buu saga, which takes place after, so Super takes place after the Buu saga, and Goten and Trunks are still a little kiddish. They should have grown up towards the Goku Black arc, because by that timeline, that's literally no. Tournament of Powers by that timeline is now the timeline of Future Trunks, so they should have aged them up then. But they did age them up in Super Heroes. They just gave the excuse that, oh, Saiyans take a while for a growth spurt, and when they finally hit it, they just get tall as fuck. Which, now they're 15 years old. Which, guess what? Hopefully we get to see more of them, and it's really enjoyable that they did that. Now, whether you hate it or not, like it or hate it, it kind of makes sense, because if you pay attention in Dragon Ball, Goku goes from 12 years old to 13 or 16, I can't remember. And then he's like a short little fucking chibi kid, which, by the way, sorry, he's chibi. And then just grows fucking taller than Bulma. So I don't know where, like, what? Okay, there's one single part that didn't. There isn't one single part that they didn't screw up. Clearly, they didn't screw up anything. It's just you don't know Dragon Ball at all. To tell you the truth, Super hates Dragon Ball. That's not true. Hell, they literally made it to where Frieza summoned the dragon to grow 2 centimeters tall. This guy can't take a fucking joke. It's a joke. It's just a joke, bro. And it's in his character. He's so into himself. He wants to be perfect. It's like, it still doesn't break away to what his character is. Is it a stupid wish? Yes, but it's a funny wish. The show's gonna be funny. Akira Toriyama likes his gags. The fuck is that bullshit? A joke. It's a joke, you dumbass. They also had Bulma use Dragon Ball to remove her face wrinkles for 50 times. Dude, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Seriously, that is the dumbest bullshit ever. No, it's a joke. You just don't know how to take a joke, clearly. Knock knock. Who's at my door? Fucking dumbass. When you actually think about it, it rationally. Wait, what? Is that rationally? Think about it. Oh, when you think about it rationally, Super screwed up the franchise. The franchise ended nicely, then some scumbag got a hold of it and literally played a game of how much they can screw up the game. Okay, so you say the series ended nicely. The series technically ends in the Z saga, ending, which I can't remember the Z ending, but he does leave to go train Oob, which is so funny because you said it's a nice ending, but then here you say Goku abandons his family, which technically, like I said myself, he doesn't abandon his family. He's still there. He's just training Oob. He was already there for his kid for like 15 years and shit. It's pretty good for Goku. Yeah, all this blatant lies. We can prove this right now. So as a true Dragon Ball fan, that's a lie. Sorry, I had to do that. Shits and giggles. Where's it at? I don't give a crap what a bunch of liars. The creator straight up admitted he never worked on Super and stated on his dying breath he hated Super and superheroes. Okay, did Akira Toriyama work on Super? Oh, let me delete that make. And you know what? Let me put the whole thing just to make sure you understand. On Dragon Ball Super. Did Akira Toriyama work on Dragon Ball Super? Yes, Akira Toriyama was heavily involved in Super. Though his role was primarily... oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm sick. Though his role was primarily as the original story creator and provided plot outlines, character designs, and key concepts, while his protege Totaro adapted these into the manga, and Toei Animation developed the anime from his notes. I don't know where you're getting this information. And look, it even says, blah blah blah, development between versions. He developed the main story for arcs, designed new characters like Beerus, Whis, and Zamasu, and provided guidance ensuring Super remained true to the franchise spirit, especially in the films Broly and Superheroes. Oh, get ready for this. Did Akira Toriyama work on Superhero? No, I don't think he did, because that guy said that he did it. Oh, look at that. Yes, Akira Toriyama was heavily involved in Dragon Ball Superhero, providing the original concept, writing the script, and including dialogue and designing characters, even focusing more on this film than previous ones, making this fully canon story with significant creative input from him. Though Toei handled the animation production. What? And all I did was Google this shit? No way! Just in case he was talking about Dragon Ball Heroes. Akira Toriyama direct opinion on Dragon Ball heroes are scarce, but he was involved in designing. No, I think this is just superheroes. Dragon. I think of. No, there we go. Akira Toriyama direct opinions on Dragon Ball. On Super Dragon Ball heroes are scarce. Blah blah blah. Da-da. Implying approval for the fun what is that? Canonical? Cynical? I don't know. Expansion through some speculate he might see it as just a lucrative game. He generally more vocal about disliking how anime adaptations smooth out Goku's rough edges, making him too much of a righteous hero, a criticism that potentially applies to heroes' high stakes scenarios, blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, what's another thing I can look up? Did Akira Toriyama work on Dragon Ball Superhero? Okay, what's another thing that he lied about? Let's look that up. In the new shit, the company blah blah blah, which is Toei Animations, if you knew that shit, but you clearly don't. Also, he would never made Daima because he hated chibi shit. Okay, let's just look up hate. If I can spell. Akira Toriyama did not hate chibi characters. In fact, he frequently used and was reportedly fond of this style. The chibi style, simplified, small characters, and design, is considered his true signature and was prevalent throughout his career, including his final works in Dragon Ball Daima. What? The Dr. Slump, that's what it's called. I don't get how. Oh yeah, did I look up? Did Akira Toriyama work on Daima? I don't think I did. Did Akira Toriyama work on Daima? What? Yes, Akira Toriyama was deeply involved in Dragon Ball Daima, creating the original story, concept, characters, designs, putting more effort into it than most animes, and is considered his final major project before his passing in March 2024. Rest in peace, obviously. There's just dumbasses out there spreading misinformation, like I said. Let me highlight that shit. Chibi shit. Daima is chibi as hell. Here are the giant issues. Make sure brain dead started with the biggest FU to the fans, being Pan, who when the Buu saga started, Pan was 3 years old, but in Super, which is years after they be Buu, Pan was born in Super, meaning a unbirthed character. So this is his words. Being Pan, who when the Buu saga started was 3 years old, right? That's his words. What age was Pan in the beginning? The beginning of the Buu saga. Pan wasn't even born at the beginning. Like on the Google is just like, what the fuck, are you stupid? No, it's someone else. Pan wasn't even born in the beginning of the Majin Buu saga. Dragon Ball Z, she was an infant, less than a year old, at the very end of the saga, which is the age in the in the anime. That's the timeline age. With Videl still pregnant, meaning she's a newborn or a few months old by the final, not a child in the early Buu sagas, whatever. Yeah, so she's not even in the, like, I can look this up. Is Pan in the Buu saga? No, Pan is not in the Buu saga itself, as she's born after the defeat of Kid Buu, appearing in the final moments of Dragon Ball Z, the peaceful world, the end of Z. When does Super take place? Dragon Ball Super takes place during the 10 years time skip between the end of Majin Buu saga and the final moments of Dragon Ball Z, where Goku meets Oob. Wow, it's like one Google search away. Like, what the fuck are people on about, bro? They made Goku into a dumbass, blah blah blah. Pride. They made Bulma into a lunatic. This is not true. Six craze, whatever. I'm trying to see what else I can look up that's just blatantly true. Moronic. These are just, like I said, this is just none of it's fact. All of it's just opinion based. Wrong opinion. They created Cell Max, blah blah blah. What else? Yeah, I mean, all of his. Why even listen when literally the beginning of his statements are just completely wrong? You can look them up. It's just so dumb. I need a. Where's this at? I need a big ass. Just bad. Very bad. Frowny face. Alright, well, that's my little rant. It's 1:36. I don't know how long I lasted ranting about this shit, but. That just pissed me off. I don't know. It pissed me off. He goes on about some other shit too. But I didn't even care about reading that because this is like his biggest one. This is the main message. It just pisses me off. It just shows you, like I said, Dragon Ball fans don't watch Dragon Ball. They don't know Dragon Ball. They just listen to rumors and they don't even look up shit. How hard was it for me to look that shit up? Huh? How hard was that? It wasn't hard at all. Autism, man. It's a hell of a drug.